Hi, this is Linda, and this is episode 19 of Escaping My Fairy Tale. 19. We're almost to 20. That's crazy. Today I want to talk about your nervous system, your body, and how it truly does keep score. Going through trauma like this, going through separation, going through emotional abuse, or what I believe is worse than anything, spiritual abuse, your mind eventually hears the truth and believes the truth and begins to step into reality. But I've noticed it takes a really long time for your body to catch up. It's like your body stores all the trauma. It stores the fear. And it is so locked into this lifestyle of survival, just survival, which is so strange. You're like in your house and you're with your husband and your body is on survival mode. It constantly feels in danger because it has experienced emotional trauma and upsetness and sadness and anger and silence for so long that your body's like this alarm that is just going off all the time. And I've noticed even though I'm gone, even though he's not around me, my body gets set off. And it's as though there are all kinds of emotions like stuck inside my body in different places that come out at the most random times. I can be in the grocery store and see something, a product that triggers a memory, and my whole body is flooded with fear and anxiety so strong that I want to go home. Sometimes the sound of a car going by, and it sounds like his car, it starts in my stomach and then it fills up my chest and my heart starts pounding. It's a very strange thing. I didn't know it was reality until I lived it. But my body has not quite caught up to the fact that, Linda, you're in a safe little home and you do not need to fight for your survival anymore. My mind knows it, but my body is not yet convinced. It's kind of strange. I remember hearing once, that when a child has been abused, like always at the dinner table, he might be smacked or something, that food, the sound of plates and forks trigger him to this day, even though he's safe and his father might have passed away. And that's what it's like for me. I found a really strange thing. I went and had a massage. I had surgery on my shoulder a couple years ago, horrible rotator cuff tear, which did not recover well. And the doctor said it was because of my trauma and my anxiety. My body put everything right there, and the pain has been so intense ever since. So anyways, I was having this massage and I was relaxed. And all of a sudden, my face is in that little hole, and I got those feelings like when you're about to cry, like you feel the tears just bursting, like you can't control it. Like once it's triggered, the tears are gonna come. And I just remember my eyes flooding and just tears falling. And I was wanting to pretend like this is not happening because I didn't want to be embarrassed. I didn't want to try to explain myself because I wouldn't have been able to. I wasn't even thinking about anything besides the weird little music she had playing. I was just listening to that little flute or whatever, and so I wasn't even thinking about anything. And then she said, "Are you okay?" And I said, "No, I'm totally crying and I don't know why. Can I have some Kleenex?" And she said, "Yeah, I started massaging on this one area on your back." And she said, and I could feel it immediately. She said, it's as though I unlocked some emotion that was trapped in your body. And I'm thinking, okay, that's like a little hokey. But I cry a lot. But I think it's true. God is amazing. He's made our bodies in his own, he's made us in his own image. I think we don't even have a clue of the wonder of our bodies still to this day. And I believe it. There are pockets, there are places in my body that are storing this. And I wept, and I couldn't stop crying through the rest of the massage. And she said, it's okay, that has been released now. And so I just want you to know you're not crazy. Although you might feel like it. You're like, okay, look at me. I'm in this little house, my little room. It's cute. I've got my bunny in my room. I've got my pets. I've got my children that love me. And so shouldn't I be just so peaceful? Well, mentally, I'm beginning to grasp the fact that God has brought me to safety. I don't need to deal with the anger or the silent treatment or me trying to explain myself or trying not to step on the landmines and upset him, trying to stay within his control, calling from the grocery store, is it okay if I buy this one or should I buy this one because this one's a little bit less? All of that, I'm out from under. But my body is on alert to take care of me. The nervous system is crazy. And it seems to be the last thing to catch up. And so when I wake up in the night in a complete panic sweat, and I'm not sure what I had just dreamed of, but my body is working through it and learning how to relax. PTSD, you hear of soldiers who just experience something so horrible and they're haunted by it for the rest of their life, and things will trigger those sensations. Well, from what I've understood, what this kind of abuse that we have experienced is complex PTSD, which is, it's not like it was one event. It was a lifestyle. It was a day-to-day. It was a on the constant. It was an always. This is how you lived. This is how you breathed. When he was home, I was extra cautious. I didn't want to upset him. And if I did and he went quiet, I was tiptoeing around the house because I didn't want to make him then go to his room and not come out. I lived in this trauma, and it was my life. And it's all packed in here. And so I want to talk about that because I sit here and still get flooded with the most intense anxiety and fear and overwhelm. The doorbell, it doesn't take much, and I couldn't even tell you what it is, but my nervous system is not broken, but it is still healing. And I've got a ways to go because it's still trickling in. He's not quite done dragging me behind the truck. I'm dependent on him for money, and the court didn't even allow me any support, any spousal support, for the rest of my life, or for spousal support was denied after 37 years of marriage. It seems crazy. Okay, Linda, go get a job. This body can't go get a job. I can't sleep. I'm in constant fear. I burst out into tears. I zone out. I freeze. I'm not in any mental, physical state to carry a job right now. And so, therefore, his control continues. And so, that's what I want to talk about today. And I know I've got some TikToks that I'm going to add here that talk about your nervous system and what the damage has done and why you feel the way you feel. I'll see you on the other side. I don't even know how to move around the house.
Don't.
I'm just in this this state.
Yeah.
And it's terrible.
Yeah. I think what you need is sleeping, eating what you can, sleeping, eating what you can.
I can't sleep enough. My body just wakes up way too soon, and I can't go back to sleep.
Okay, well, take what you can get. Don't beat yourself up about it. You got a lot going on. That doesn't count the meds and what they may be doing in cooperation with all the stress. And then, there's just so many layers, Linda. And you're doing a remarkable job of handling it. A lot of people wouldn't even be able to function. Like, they might be in the hospital, like in the psych ward.
Well, that's how I feel.
Well, that makes sense based on what you've been through. If everything was just great in your life and you were feeling this way, I would be really worried. But, there's every reason to be in a state of overwhelm.
Well, how do I get better?
You're doing it.
You just were talking about the events with him, and the speed of your talking went up, the octave in your voice went up, the pressure I could just feel the tension in you.
Now I'm freaking
go
out.
up. Yeah, okay, so you just want to notice that this is his impact.
All right, so I hope those helped. More than anything, because I can't solve your agony, I can be here by your side and I can say, yes, I can validate for you your stress, your concern, your panic, your questioning of what you should do. I can help validate what you know deep down inside. And I hope I can validate it a whole lot sooner than it was validated for me. And so I want you to know I'm right here with you. And you're not broken. Your mind is catching on. Your heart is catching on. And your body will. I know it will. So I hope you come back. I hope you stay with me as we walk through these castle walls together. I'll see you next time.